India is planning one of the biggest changes to its parliament in decades. The number of loksabha seats could increase from 543 to 850. That's more than 300 new members of parliament. But why is this happening now? Is it about improving democracy, or is there something more behind it? And how is this connected to women's reservation? Let's understand this in the simplest way possible. In 2026, the central government introduced three important bills. The most important among them is the Constitution, 131st Amendment Bill, 2026. This bill proposes increasing the total strength of the Lok Sabha to 850 seats, with 815 seats for states and 35 seats for union territories. Right now, the Lok Sabha has 543 elected members, so this is a very major expansion. To understand why this is being done, we need to understand one key concept: delimitation. Delimitation means deciding how many seats each state gets and redrawing the boundaries of constituencies. In simple terms, it ensures that each member of parliament represents roughly an equal number of people. For example, if a state's population increases, it should ideally get more seats so that representation remains fair. Now here's the important part. India has not changed the distribution of Lok Sabha seats since 1971, yes, more than 50 years ago. This is because the number of seats was frozen to encourage states to control population growth. The idea was that states that worked on reducing population should not lose political representation. But today, India's population has changed drastically. Some states have grown much faster than others. This means the current system no longer reflects the actual population distribution. On top of that, the 2021 census was delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and it has still not been fully completed. So instead of waiting even longer, the government now wants to remove the old restriction and allow delimitation to happen using available data. That's one major reason behind this proposal. Now let's look at another very important reason: women's reservation. In 2023, Parliament passed a law to reserve 33% of seats in the Lok Sabha and state assemblies for women. However, this law cannot be implemented until delimitation is carried out. So without redrawing constituencies, women's reservation cannot come into effect. That is why the government wants to speed up the delimitation process and increase the number of seats so that 1/3 of them can be reserved for women. But this proposal is not without controversy. Leaders like M.K. Stalin have raised concerns about it. The main issue is this: states with higher population growth, mostly in North India, are likely to gain more seats. At the same time, states that successfully controlled population growth, like Tamil Nadu or Kerala, may lose relative political influence. So critics argue that this could shift political power unfairly between states. So in simple terms, this entire proposal is about three things: updating representation based on today's population, implementing women's reservation, and reshaping political power in India. But the big question remains: will this make India's democracy more fair, or will it create new imbalances? That is something the country will be debating in the coming months. What do you think about this? Should the number of Lok Sabha seats be increased to 850? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.